Hey, hey. Hey, 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 hey. Guess who it is? It's me, Robin. Come to get together with you this morning and make some magic together. Shine a light, share a light, celebrate the light, practice our choosing, right? Because we got some choices to make. Practice our joy, practice coming together and being together, being open in our hearts, vulnerable, maybe even receiving some love, maybe even receiving some light, maybe even receiving some support, maybe even receiving some shining, some healing, some help, some assistance, some guidance, maybe even you being of service to someone else. That's what we're doing. So, good morning, good morning, good morning. Hi, Mads, good morning. Hi, Kara, good morning. Hello, Naringa, good to see you. Thank you. Hi, Miss Amanda, and hello to the kitty cat posse. Meow, 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 meow. What was her name? Lily? Is it Lily? Lily, meow, meow, meow. Who's a good girl? You gotta be a little goofy. Hi, Pamela. Welcome. Good morning. Hi, Shelley. Good morning. Hello, Miss Melanie. Miss Melanie. Miss Melanie. Hi, Jessie. Welcome. Hi, Jeffrey. Welcome. Hi, Miss Anna. How are you? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hi, Miss Carrie. Good morning. How you feeling today? Miss Amy. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Friends. She ran over. That's so cute. Happy Friday. It's a beautiful day. Yes, lovely to have you, Pamela. It's Friday. Kara, you have a lily cat too? I love that. We are in the posse together. So, how are you? Did you get up? Did you hug yourself today? Did you offer yourself some love? I'm feeling some vibes in the posse today, and so let's take it from the top. Did you get up and hug yourself? And when you hugged yourself, did you notice how you're doing? Did you check in with how you're feeling and how you're doing? And if you felt some stressy-pressy vibes, which is no big deal, you're not required. You are not required to wake up perfect. Did you know? In a perfectly good mood with zero anxiety and zero dread or zero irritation. Please tell me I don't have anything in my teeth. I'm not going to show you and ask you. Hold on. Okay. We're all good. So you don't have to wake up perfect. And just hug yourself and love yourself. Hi, you made it to another day. And guess what? It's a new day. Do that. Isn't that lovely? Hi, Tiffany. Hi, Elizabeth. Miss Liz. Excusez-moi. Good morning. You have a daisy and a violet. Hi, Kim. Thanks for coming. Carrie says, feeling pretty well. Great. Morning walk for the win. It's always so good, to listen to your heart. And if it asks for a walk, that was not me. That was outside. If it says go for a walk and you go, that's really good. So, hello. Hug, hug, hug. Then, did you check in with yourself and say, what decision do I want to make about what this day is? What word do I want to choose to align my heart? And this is just my way. You're free to do your way, obviously. There's no rule. How do I want to ride? How do I want to be? Some of us just finished our Rules for Decision class in A Course in Miracles, which was so beautiful. How do I want this day to be? How do I want this day to go? it's a co-collaborative thing with the universe, you know? How do I want this to be? Even if I have some fear, you know, I have some fear, I have some pressure, I have some worry. I do. And I hold that part of myself. Sometimes I talk to my friend. Sometimes I talk to spirit, and I just practice. So I hope that you're doing that as well. And I want to know if you chose a word for today. There you go. Mads, perfect. Hugged myself, buried my face in my soft shirt. Yeah, sometimes I get the pillow, you know, and I hug it. And I hug it. You know, you need to be willing. There's a thing where we used to call it too cool for school, you know. There has to be this thing where we come to a place we're willing to take our own hand. We're willing to love ourselves. We're willing to do what it takes. And it doesn't have to be hard. You know, a lot of times people think, oh, I have to meditate and drink green smoothies. No, you gotta hug yourself. You gotta show up for you. You gotta take your own hand and not abandon yourself. You know, when we get anxious, when we get scared, when we're triggered, when we're mad at people, we get mad at people. You know, we get disappointed, we get annoyed, whatever. In a way, we've abandoned ourselves. So, you know, that's what it's about. Come back. Come back. Hi, Lexi. Your word is spirit. That's beautiful. That's gorgeous. Hi, bold and sacred. Hi, Julie. Jesse's word is joyful. That's beautiful. I'm just going to go with ease and flow. You know, there's something that for several weeks now I've been walking through, which is letting go of the story. Unless I do this, there won't be that. That's the best way I can say it. Unless I do this, what's your this? Unless I do this, there will not be that. And it manifests in so many ways, you know, and I think about my own healer who would say to me so many times, Robin, don't you get a day? Don't you get a week? Don't you get a time? Don't you get a break? Don't you get a, you know? And I'm like, yeah, I get a break. I get a time. I get a week. I get a, whatever it is that you need. If you can identify what the this is that you're like resisting and pushing against and fighting and thinking about, if you could get underneath it and say, what's the so that? I need to make $1 million so that I don't live in a van down by the river. I need to do something with all my stuff so that I don't become irrelevant. You know, just consider, I need to find a husband because I'm over 35 now and I'm still not married so that I'm not a whatever. I hear stories like this all day long, and you know, it's an honor really to hold space with you about that. It really, really is. But also how hard it is for the person to share their big thing that they're always holding and protecting and, you know, sort of like compressing more and more, but still trying to heal it somehow. And it's, you know, what if we opened it up and just shared and let it go? Number one, kiddo. I love you, honey. Thank you. We could make a good van down by the river, couldn't we? A little boho vibes, some patchouli and incense, and Backstreet Boys. Lizzie, your dad and I were asking the other night, do you remember your big folder, notebook folder full of CDs? Do you still have that? We were wondering. We were talking about, oh, sorry, you guys, hold on. Sorry. We were talking about all the disc cleaners we used to buy for you, like the brush and the creams. Anyway, let's bring that to the van too, okay? Yeah, so, you know, Hi, Caitlin. Release. Good word. Hi, Bernadette. Welcome, my friend. Amanda's going with flow today. Lose the resistance. Accept. Receive. Allow. Yes. You know? So I wonder if you can identify your this. I have to do this. I talk to you so much. I'm probably so boring because my issues repeat. They never seem to change, you know? And we shouldn't call our issues lame. We shouldn't beat up on ourselves about it, you know? It's like, if you can really sit with it with love, you might get somewhere instead of just punching yourself in the face mentally about the stuff you're worried about. I worry about the podcast. I worry about less often now morning magic, because as I've let that go, that worry go, more of us have stepped in, and it's become such a beautiful thing. I need to be here every day. I need to be here with you every day. I'm not worried anymore, you know? I still got some of that about the podcast. So I'm like, how can I not squeeze the shit out of that issue in my worry and let go of the so that story I have? You know, the podcast has to be this, so that. And let's see what evolves, right? And doing that, for me, the last 2 episodes have been amazing. Like, a change, didn't do the format I always do. Number One Husband was on this week. He is so amazing. I love his Hamlet whole thing at the end, and live the life you're in, all that. It was so good. And what came out of that? There are at least 3 people I know who tried something really new and different because he talked so openly about his fear of flying. He encouraged so many people. So, you know, like, if we let go, I hope I'm making sense today. You know, we're not just squeezing that issue and analyzing it and strategizing. Good things come. What's going to come in our flow today? Yeah, I'm glad you could be here. I'm glad you could be here, Bernadette. Oh, good. Elizabeth, you should bring that over. We should have a fire one night and sit out and listen to some, just pick them at random. Wouldn't that be fun? Kim's word is grateful. That's beautiful. Grateful. I'm grateful too. I'm grateful for our connection, Kim. For real. Yeah, we have to let it go. Yeah, Bernadette. Not boring. Grateful for your post today on Insta. What if we decided it doesn't have to be bad going down that road? You know, sometimes I say to myself, Robin, you're out here riding your bicycle into the woods, and this is the way your mind is thinking. Wow, what if we weren't afraid to go in there? What if we didn't have a preconceived notion about going in there and something bad happening? Do you have stuff like that? Like, I've always wanted to do this. Some people will say, some of you here, I've always wanted to start a blog or write a book or make some art or teach a class or give a talk or take a trip, run a marathon. I hear these stories. But, you know, that's the squeezing fear thing. What if you went in there? What if you went ahead trusting that, first of all, okay, let's start with A. You are amazing. A for amazing. And B, God has your back. Period. We did not cheers. Let us cheers. B, God has your back. Cheers. How would you rate this call today? 5 stars? Yeah. B, God has your back. B, let's blow through our resistance sometimes. You want to live? I was talking about that song from Robbie Williams, Feel, on the podcast this week. I just want to feel real love. I got too much life flowing through my veins to go to waste. I just want to feel real love. Let's get out there and live then. You know, let's stop making all these connections that aren't really even there. Yeah. Let us. Hi, Mickey. Yeah, except run a marathon. I'm not a... If I'm running, there's something chasing me, Jessie, that's for sure. That's so good. I'm glad. Hi, Amy Church. Hello, beautiful soul. How are you, Mama? So, you know, may we ride in that place today. How do you want to feel? Where do you want to go? What do you want to do? And are you thinking you're so freaking ordinary? It's not like, I want to climb a skyscraper. You know, you're not thinking that way. You're just like, I'm so ordinary. I just like get up and do my do and make breakfast and have coffee and yeah. Who are you to say that's not on purpose, meant to be? You know, I just make lunches for my kids or work all day and then at night I watch. I don't know what you guys watch at night, you know. Don't judge it, please. Don't judge it. You are so on purpose. One of the things I think are so fascinating, thanks, I'm glad you like that, Mickey. Mad says, I loved Agnes Gooch from Auntie Mame. I lived. I have to look that up. That's amazing. If you see anything on that, would you text me, Mads? Because I'd love to, yeah. All that stuff is so good to me. It's so inspiring, you know. So I was saying that, what was the thing, huh? Yeah. Who are we to think we're so ordinary? What? It's not always easy to realize, though. Like Jeff talked about his fear of flying on the podcast this week. I think that's pretty bold to share, that he stopped flying watching 9/11 happen. We had tickets to Paris, tickets to Germany. Just like we didn't go. We didn't fly. We stopped flying. I continued on my own. I mean, I've been so many places. I went to Bali by myself, flew to Korea, flew to, you know, wow, you know, but he stayed home and he would take the train, and I never shamed him about that. I never tried to cajole him. You know, it just is what it is, and we have to make our way through things, don't we? We have our stuff. So for him to share that on his own, how we decided to go to Assisi for a month and to Italy, and I never even thought, how are you going to get on a plane? Because it was kind of his idea. And so he just did it. And there was no, like, we didn't have to get him medicated or, you know, lots of those little bottles of vodka he talked about on the podcast to get when my dad died. Like, he had to get on a plane. That was the only time he flew. But the point is that, like, 3 of you wrote to say, because he shared that, I tried this week, this thing that I have been afraid to do. I did it. I just did it. And you inspire, my friend. That's why I'm telling you that. You, I think Daddy is here. Tell him. I'll read it out loud too. This is my heart. It is melting right now. This is number 1, kiddo. Is Dad here? I love you, Dad. I overcame my fear of flying going to Italy, so thank you. Yeah, honey, didn't we have the best time? Where are we going next? We had the best time. My point is that you guys, you inspire. And, you know, would you prefer to be something else other than just an inspirer by living your normal life, doing the things you show up to do? Maybe. I don't know. You know? I tell you a lot. I always assumed I was supposed to do this or supposed to do that, and some days I just feel so damn ordinary. There, Lizzie, are you reading? Daddy said, that's so cool, Lizzie. I'm proud of you every day. Word. We are. We're so proud of you, honey. It's the truth. You might be ordinary in your mind, but you inspire people, you help people, and that's really the healing gift. That's what we're here to do, to keep shining. That's why I keep coming here and talking. You know? Welcome back, friends, just joining. Jessie, that's so wonderful. I love you too. You know, it's, isn't it amazing how that resonant, that energy of just like, here's somebody doing something, whatever it is I said or did, and you feel seen. It's like a mirror. You feel seen too. You feel like, normal, right? Okay, I'll have to look that movie up, Mads. Sorry, you guys. A little throat chakra action going on over here, you know. Just really practicing in my inner secret way that I don't always say out loud. Just being normal. Being relaxed here. Not worrying about the plan so much. It's big, big work. I hope you'll do it with me. Like right now, look in my eyes and let's just be real. Let's soften our butt cheeks. Let's relax. Let's be in the love bubble together. So Amy says, good morning. Woke up with a migraine again. Glad to be here for some TLC. Yeah. Aim. Before you got here, I was just saying, we have this issue, this squeezy tight issue, and we're like, this, I need to fix this so that. So I wonder what the migraine so that is. Just something to jam on, curious about. It's amazing how in my time with my own healer, we practice, we sit together and meditate. I don't always love that, you know, but with her, we're practicing. We're practicing going beyond the small self. We're practicing going with our energy bigger than the one issue and encompassing the whole thing with love. And it's changing me. I had to whisper it. I don't know why. I don't know. Some things just feel so intense. Amanda says, I too have a fear of flying, and listening to the podcast helped me. I haven't gone on a plane yet, but I will remember Jeff's story the next time I do. It's so amazing, you know, how that happens. And we will remember each other. Great story the other day a friend shared with me. We started our Course in Miracles class. It's over now. I'm going to offer it again. I liked it so much, and I have a feeling some of the people who took it the first round will just sign up again because it's like open. You know, it's always different and new pieces come to light, right? Do you remember the dude from Jeff Bridges, my other boyfriend? New shit comes to light. Always. New stuff comes to light. Yeah. Oh my God, the movie just went, somebody will tell me. New stuff is always coming to light. So a friend there, I came on and I said, man, it is so good to see your faces because we meet face to face on the cameras. God. Hi, I'm Robin. My technology's from 1872. We meet on the cameras, you know. And I said, God, it's so good to see you. And I wish I hadn't allowed my fear and my nervousness to prevent me from offering this class for almost a year since my last live course. Because I get nervous and anxious. you know, but I let it get to me and I talked myself out of it. And the story that I'm too busy, which is also ridiculous. So my friend said, you know, heard this story about David White, the poet, you think of somebody like David White and you're like, yeah, his shit is all together. He never worries anymore. And she was talking about how he has to lay down on the floor and breathe because he gets into such a state before he does his thing. And he said, it's just my process. It's just my process. And so she said that to me, this is just your process. How, you know, and I mean, she didn't say, how would that change things for you? But that changed everything for me. I'm like, yeah, it's just my process. I get a little worked up like this. My hands go up. I feel like a wild animal. And what if I just said, that's just my process? So I shared that story with Jeff. It's just my process. And then the next day he went downtown for his bladder scan from the bladder cancer. I mean, he's been healed for a couple, I don't know, can we say a year now, Jeffy do? I'm not sure. Long time. And he said, that's just my process. He understood it too. It's just like these stories, and then somebody else he shared that with. You know, it's like, that's you making a difference. That's you on purpose. So sometimes these small itty bitty things, and I'm not making light of anyone's stuff here at all, never, but they are small and itty bitty. When you compare yourself to the magnitude of your soul and your light and the help you give people by being yourself. Am I getting through? Yeah, these stories, like maybe Amanda will fly when she's ready. Amy says, my aunt has said to me for a while, my gift is my everyday ministry, and she gets it now. Yeah. Yeah. So if you find today that story like, oh, I got to do this, I got to do this so that this can happen, you know, examine it more closely. Kim, this is what you needed to hear today. Oh my gosh. Could we just hug right now? Here, this is you. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. I'm a hugger. Did you know? So good. The whisper. Yes. 9/11, Amanda. Isn't that amazing? Yeah, it's pretty hard to watch that and be like, yeah, I'm getting on a plane tomorrow. Right? The Big Lebowski. That was the movie. Carrie, you love that? We'll have to do it together sometime. Let's end with that today, Carrie. How about that? Yeah. Yeah. Sure. Sure. We'll do that. I'm laughing. Because you know the thing I don't like to do. Now you're interested in that? Yeah. Sure. It's just my process that's so powerful and elegant in its simplicity, feels like grace. Carrie, it is grace, you know, it's just my process. I know. And let's not be sad. If we feel I just felt some sadness when I was like, God, if I hadn't allowed myself to be so scared all this time, to think I'm not there yet, and I'm not helping people, and I'm not doing enough, where would I be? Don't get sad. We're here now. We're here now, boo-boo. It's all magic now. That's the thing. Yeah. Beautiful. Since I did that, this is happening. Yeah. So let's Since I did that, this is happening. Since I allowed myself to open. If you see my Instagram post today, sorry, the neighbor's starting up with their saw blade on the bushes. If you see that post today, think about, what am I going into, and how do I assume it's going to be bad, or it's not enough, or it's not good enough, or remember, God has your back. You are not anything but loved. Your goodness was never in question. Your significance is not up for discussion. You are significant. You do make a difference. You do matter. And with so much love, you have an ego just like me that wants it to look different, or is just trying to churn the pot, trying to carry some upset. Churn it up. It's not enough. It's not good enough. Not enough people. You know? You're not making enough of a difference, you know? How Amy's aunt said, this is your everyday ministry. Lots of people get pissed off when somebody says that to them. I don't want it to be my everyday ministry. I want to be an astronaut. I want to be a scientist. I want to be a famous author. You know what I'm saying? But if we could just sink in. This is me sinking in, see? Like skiing. I'm softening my butt. Sit down while you're standing up. That's all I remember from ski lessons. Soften and relax. You're going to find that all along you've been doing this thing effortlessly. It was always meant to be. You were always meant to be. You were always meant to be. I should write that song. Yes, you were meant to be. So let's do that healing. Let's do that meditation. From my wizard. I call her the wizard. Her glasses are bigger than anything I have ever seen. That's part of it, being the wizard. So wherever you are right now, you just relax and soften in your body. Let your posture, even if it slouches. I hurt my back doing that. You know, whatever you need to do. Take a deep breath. And I keep getting these reminders, so I'm going to say it. And please forgive me. I'm not trying to be crass. Your butt has a hole, right? There. I said the thing. You got it? You know where that is? You know what that is? Yeah. Okay. So, it's connected all the way up, all the way down. You're like one big tube. Think about this. So when I say soften in your body and relax, sometimes I say soften your butt cheeks. Because a lot of us who carry tension in our heads, a lot of us have head stuff, sinus stuff, throat stuff, allergies, tinnitus, blocked ears, sometimes issues with vision. What needs to happen is a softening much lower. That vasovagal nerve, much lower. So let's just take a moment and focus on our collective holes. Okay. Yeah. Amy, I think I said that. Is that how this all came about? I said butthole to you. Sorry, you guys, in a session or something. I don't know. Or was it here? And boy, sorry, you guys. Yeah, let's soften it, because think about that. You will think about that and blow your mind if you really do. All the tubes. The ear canal is connected to the... exactly. Yeah, the belly, if anybody has a belly issue. Good. I'm glad. I'm like, thank you for not hanging up ferociously right now for what I said in our session. Sorry, honey. I shouldn't have said that here then. Yeah, we laugh so hard. We laugh so hard. It's such a gift sometimes, right? These funny little things. Yeah. Oh, good. Jesse, I'm glad. So let's soften that hole, the collective hole, the black hole, right? I mean, yeah, holy holes. That's good, Bernadette. Let's soften and let's breathe. And notice how far in, this is what, I'm telling you what my healer does with me, okay? So you got this whole body. And don't I look so cute today, by the way? Yes, I think so too. You got this whole body. How far in are you right now? This is something she asks me to assess. Sometimes I'm only in my head. Sometimes I can feel, and it's a felt sensation in your body. Sometimes I can only feel to hear. Sometimes I can sense. Hi, Shizu. Good evening. Beppin-san. Sometimes I can feel like here, but it's rare that I will be all the way down. Thank you. So just notice, take a breath. Kawaii. Do you say kawaii? I don't know, Lexi, because there was one just hanging on the pole, a baby. Could be our collective, maybe they visited us at the same time. So notice where you are. And feel it. Just feel it. You know, right now I actually do feel the soles of my feet, the backs of my thighs, my hamstrings. I feel my solar plexus. Kawaii. Thank you. I have to do the hug again. I'm hugging you, Shizu. Like that. Ooh, I cracked my shoulder too. So down and in. If you notice you're stuck in your esophagus, if you notice you're stuck in your throat, if you notice one half of your face feels plugged, like your sinus and your ear, notice and just breathe. Don't make up a story. A lot of people go into the story. They're all in their heads. This is what I ate yesterday. This is seasonal allergies. I need to take a pill. I need to do this. I need to... No, not yet. Just breathe. Every time I go like this, all the birds fly out. Sorry. Wah! I never like to be that kid who ran down the beach with the pigeons or the seabirds. Wah! But every time I do it here, they fly out. Just notice. And then see what comes next. What wants to come next? So a few of you have a headache today. A few of you are tight today. A few of you are, I'm just tuning to our circle right now. A few of you are unable to stay focused today. Can't stay present with this. So you keep leaving and coming back. Multitasking. No judgment, just love. Let's take another breath. And soften again. You know, that hole. Relax it again. Amazingly, in my own research of my own tightness, what I find is that it's a way to prevent energy from coming in or going out. And often that's the problem. We need to either be more grounded or we need to expand. We're too grounded, we need more expansion. So by softening and breathing, so much of this takes care of itself. Now see how I'm swaying? You know, just notice. Does your spine want to undulate at all? I think really we're part mermaid, you know. Do we want to move? Or snake? Think of the Kundalini energy like a snake. Rising. See what wants to move. And then when you're ready, I hope this is interesting. When you're ready, consider yourself as the being who's connected to God, the spark of the divine. You know, this is just for a moment. Some of us get very frightened by this, so just hang on. You can hold my hand, okay? If you do. Consider yourself as the being who's connected to God in this whole thing, who's expressing light. Can you see sometimes, I don't know, but light in my eyes coming out, coming through? That same is for you. Consider yourself as that being coming through. Here to have an experience. Here for its own joy. Here to express yourself as you in this lifetime through the eyes of God. Holding on to this light. My healer calls it the amber light, but it's always white light to me. I see it like white, sometimes it's blue, but she calls it amber light. Seeing this amber light, and also here you are as you. Here I am as me, it's Robin. Hello, Miss Susie, welcome. Hi, honey. We're doing a meditation, so you're in the perfect time. Hope you're snuggled in. So as we're here breathing, here I am. Here you are. You're you. Touch yourself, right? You feel it? You feel yourself? And then there's this soul. There's your soul. So Carrie, we'll stay open to the mystery of maybe this is already starting to happen for you. The opening. You know, you had some good openings yesterday. Remember? Yeah. So this is the next. And it doesn't have to mean scary stuff. It means beautiful things. God has your back, right? Yeah. So, sometimes Jeff gets the hiccups or I get the hiccups and we do this breathing. You can breathe with yourself, breathe with your soul. You're on a train, Susie. I hope the signal's good. I hope I look as cute over the Wi-Fi there as I do in real life. Yeah. So you're undulating, you're moving, you're feeling your soul. Is this resonating for you? Softening the whole, the cosmic whole. And by the way, you know, we have like, when you think of the word sphincter, whew, I remember from my anatomy days. I don't know if you guys knew I was trying to be a doctor at one point. I was paying those student loans back till I was 40, by the way. A lot of sphincters in the body. So just imagine softening, 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 relaxing, opening, 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 opening. And then there's your soul. And now let's see. I'm going to send some energy out to our collective posse surrounding us with light. And also may we be held in safety and love, trusting in this flow, trusting that the divine is right here. It's here in you, it's here in me, and we're safe, okay? So just feel this beautiful light all around you, becoming bigger from your heart. It comes out of your heart. And it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And just see for a few moments as we're talking here, we're breathing, we're undulating, we're moving. Can that light become big enough to encompass all of your little body? let me know what you find. I'll just be practicing with you. Bernadette needed the undulating reminder. Yeah. Honey, wouldn't it be fun to do with your students, with your kids? And your kids. I mean, your kids and your kids. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Keep moving. The sacrum is a butterfly, right? Yeah. And it wants to move and be free. This is from Amy. The gift from Amy for the 100th episode of the podcast. And also it's sort of become it's become our official symbol for our love posse. So that's like a coccyx to me, the head. So like that. See it? Yeah, softening. And Naringa says, I was not aware that I was keeping my lovely hole that tight. Yeah. Isn't it amazing? We do this. We do this. Women do it, especially men do it as well. We keep things very tight. And it's a safety dance. Remember the safety dance? It's a safety dance. But we're safe. We're held in love. We're held in love. We're surrounded in this bubble. Does it feel good to you? Those of you with headaches today, see if you can begin here and see if there's a spread that wants to happen. Down, down, down. My sinuses have already started draining. Yeah. Spirit that you are. Spirit that you are. There's nothing you need to do, nothing you need to say, nothing you need to fix. Only what you need to allow, and that can still be a choice. Thanks, Kim. It helps me to hear that. You know, it's funny about that whole thing is that the one who's here doing the thing on the live stream, the little self is in there going, you know what I mean? So I do appreciate the encouragement. Yeah, right. A loosening of the throat. Yeah, so connected to spirit. And you know, I was saying this in class yesterday. There's a song, Take It to the Lord in Prayer. You don't have to like the Lord and the prayer and all that. I'm actually not that religious-y, but that allows me to receive everything in a way that feels good. It's not icky for me. Take it to the Lord in prayer. So what I'm really saying is the light that you truly are is the Lord, my friend. All the years you've spent believing you are not holy, they were not in vain. You know, they weren't. It was your sweat equity that helped you come to this place where today you dare to do it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Take it to the Lord in prayer. Here, I surrender this, whatever you want to surrender. I'll do me because I got to record a podcast today and I've been stressing about that, dang it, again. And I'm annoyed, you know, I'm annoyed with myself. Please don't start crying, Robin. I'm annoyed. A few of you are feeling annoyed today. A few of you are frustrated with where you're at today. Again, I feel it. You know, I don't even have to hear from you. I know it. So we're in that place. So I'm going to use me as the example. I'm going to give that to you. Higher self. Can you feel yourself being cloaked? Sometimes if you can't do it imaginally, you know, you can take a blanket or a shawl and practice doing, you know, whatever helps you get there. You have full permission. I don't know, Allie, are you here? I love this blanket. Hug yourself, love yourself, allow this energy to come around you. And then as you notice something, like, help me, please help me with this podcast thing. So, you know, And isn't it funny what a petty little issue that seems to be, right? Some of you have cancer and you're like, please help me live another day. Some of you are about to get divorced and you're like, please don't let it happen. You know what I'm saying? There are no small upsets. They're all disturbing to your peace of mind. So it doesn't really matter what the topic is. There's no winner for the Ramalama Ding Dong upset. There's just attachment, big and small. So if we just surrender it out, take it to the Lord in prayer, to this bigger self. If you see the amber light, if you feel yourself surrounded, if you feel yourself hugged, however it goes for you, you know? Here, I give this to you. If you don't know how to do it, just pick something up in your hands. Let's figure it out together. This is your small self. What does this represent for you? Here you go. I'm handing this off. Then remind yourself. Don't do this from your brain, right? Do it from your felt body. So I'm going to do it. Maybe if you're sensing it, you'll probably sense it. I didn't make any sense there, did I? So I'm literally putting my upset out into my hands. And you know how I feel this? In my solar plexus. I feel this zooming going here. Up and down, up and down, up and down. Probably like a trapped little mouse running back and forth, trying to get out, trying to get free, trying to find its way. And that anxiety energy informs us. It's telling stories over and over, right? You recognize that in yourself? So you can put it on this tray. Here you go. It is done. It feels wonderful to be connected to Spirit now, Amy. I love that. Oh, Kim, that's great. Thank you for sharing. I hope you do stick around. It really helps me. Sometimes people say, please don't feel bad, but I go to sleep listening to your voice because there's something so soothing. And you know what that does? That helps me let go of how every word needs to be perfect. You know? Everything needs to be helpful and informative. And I know that sometimes it's the voice for God, right? Just coming through. And what if we didn't have to try so damn hard? Huh? Whoa. That's good, Amy. So you may ask the head at some point, what are you about? Because it's really, it's sort of like fascinating how things manifest. So you may ask, what's it all about? What are you all about? So, yeah. I'm aware of the time. I have a client now, and also internet cut me off. Instagram will cut us off at the exact moment of 60 minutes. So I want to make sure we close out. You can come back to this place anytime you like. You're good to go. You can practice on your own, surrounding yourself with the white light, sensing your oversoul, going bigger, tuning to how many lifetimes you've been doing this, And then come back to the small self and scoop something up in your hands and love it fiercely. But don't do this from a thinking place. Yeah. So I'm going to do a few rounds of these for anyone who still needs a little shift. I love you too, Kim. Thanks. Thanks for helping me. And I always welcome your support, friends. If you'd like to do that, you can. There's a link in the profile. But this is everything. What we're doing right now is everything. Beautiful. Thank you too, Anna. Thank you, Amy. Thanks, Jesse. We're the teachers. We're here to shine in a new way and bring a new energy into the world now. So we need to do these practices to free up, like Amy's aunt said, so we can shine in our everyday ministry. Amy, that's another example of how we impact each other. You should tell your aunt. She might like to hear. May you be blessed today. Keep your heart open. Stay in your joy. Keep playing with this bubble thing. Your way is the right way. Don't worry about how I said it. You don't have to keep rewinding and hearing my words unless you like it, which is great. Let's keep coming back to this place, okay? And, you know, if anything cool happens or you get stuck, you can message me. I can't always respond as much as I would love to, but, you know, I will receive and support you in that place, for sure. Love Posse strong. Yeah. So, would somebody type now? And I'm going to see you in the morning. I should be so proud, Lexi. Will you text that to me? Can you copy and paste your comment and text me? I need these reminders, babe. Wow. Thank you all. Now get out there and fly today. Even if all you do is lay on the couch and make peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. I love you. And I'll be here in the morning. God bless, my friend. May they know their belovedness and trust in the good. Amen. All is well.